Here we go. We are on again. Continuing here with Zeus and the algorithm. And nice background, eh? Let me change a little bit. Please. That's better. So I'm here again, continuing my vlog. And today, in particular, as I have mentioned previously, I am trying to. Oh, 1818 again. Gotta do my gratitude, sorry. Yeah, each one of us can believe in whatever they want to believe, isn't it? I mean, things are changing a bit, I suppose. But yeah, so as I said, I'm trying to change some patterns in order to change the outcome. Yeah. And after my changes, again, I always reinforce that drinking was one of the things that it was today when also I came across some information about fluor in water also damages our brain in a way that we become more vulnerable, like same as alcohol kind of thing, you know. It's probably breaks some connections that yeah, covers up our full potential. And they put that on water, which means like everybody needs water. So then you see that more than ever, some of the theories, the conspiracy theories, so called, start to become real, start to show us what's behind the scenes. And it's impossible not to question that, eh? I think. Especially again when you want to have some answers for some questions at least. Because again, otherwise the only thing one may do to cope with these is to bug it off, you know. I started uh, today doing changing my patterns. Oh, it's not gonna be readable because of the effect, but oh yeah, no, you can read that. The secret language of your face. The ancient Chinese art of Xiang Mian, I believe that's how it's pronounced. Chi An Kuei. Learn how to interpret your own features and those of other people with this ancient Chinese technique that can revolutionize your life. Face shape. Which are you? Moon, metal, jade, wood, water, fire, sun, earth, mountain, wall, or asymmetrical? Eyes. Are yours large or small? Slanting, close set, deep set, pro, protruding, or triangular? Nose. Is your nose straight, Roman, hooked, snub, fleshy, bumpy, turned up? Mouth. Is it small, large, straight, crooked, full, or narrow lipped? Ears. Are your ears large, small, pointed, sticking out, flat? Chin. Have you rounded have you a rounded, pointed, square, jutting, or receding chin? Each of these facial characteristics and many more has a specific meaning. Learn how to interpret them, and you will know the person behind the face. So, what that makes me think a little bit from I haven't finished the faces yet. I haven't finished the faces yet. And I started to think that, right, it, so it's even though it might not be 100% of the people with those characteristics that behave on the same way, but if it's the majority, it is already enough evidence to prove that each one of us, no matter what, have a role to follow if we want. Not really with the if you want, because the if we want thingy, that's on the free will. That it's been already said that there is no free will. Every single possibility is calculated. For any choice you may think of taking in your life, everything is being already calculated. There is an outcome for everything. It might be calculated at, let's say, at the moment you acting, but it has already been predicted. Otherwise, would be a glitch, wouldn't it? So let's see an example here. Yeah, I am on this one, right? Let's have a look on this. That's a female's king face. Yeah. Okay. Female's king face. What is said about it? King faces. So the king face, also known as the sun face, is angular in structure. Forehead, cheeks, and jawline are strongly defined. This type of face is commonly thought of as being the aesthetic ideal. Even though this sounds quite unregal, the king's face type is a passionate club freak in private life, for which other type combines all the right qualities for gathering people around and putting leadership skills to the test. With their great success, it is hardly noticeable that king's face are surrounded predominantly by yes men, for they are so self satisfied that they have great difficulty coping with opposition. And then he talks a lot about a lot of characteristics. Let me see if there is a specific for women here. So little seems to go wrong in the lives of king kings' faces, both men and women, that one would think there was witchcraft involved. Right. So yeah, and what's here at the beginning, I had one thing that spoke about face shapes. I think it was before that. Anyone who has really known themselves will also faces today feel more important because it is supposed. Oh, as well as the shape of the face, which we shall examine in detail in the following page. The color of the complexion and the bone structure are important features for interpretation. Okay, so a distinctive bony structure to the face indicates that this person can behave very harshly and ruthlessly, both to himself and to others. That doesn't mean that he is anything like the violent hero of the kung fu films. It's simply that in his philosophy of life, there is very little room for bubbling over with joie de vivre or other spontaneous cheerfulness. And then it spoke here about the skin tone, because because also the a flashy face structure. But yeah, and then it talks a little bit about the the influence also of the skin tone. Obviously, not only having having the body reaction for the moment, for example, if someone is in court and is creating a lie or something, so that the fact that he is lying will create a reaction on his body that can be identified as well. And one of the signals that, among others, is the skin color. If you're blushy, if you are more pale, or that's so. Yeah, that's that's the book I am going through now before I start my philosophy one, philosophy for beginners. But again, that makes me think that like we are doing now, we're creating, for example, whoever has contact already with AI, you can already create specific bots for specific tasks. Yeah. You don't want to train a bot that is gonna sell with information of how the plants grow, for example, right? So you train that bot with specific information, so he behaves that way, right? Good. Okay. And then by reading these, one of the things that pops up in my mind is that we were also that's why there are these similarities, because we were also created, developed to, like R2D2 and RCP1, they were specific tasks robots, and this just makes me think even more we are also. So now we are self creating by mimicking digitally, and then eventually we're gonna also create a new species. Either, the robotics is already there, but biological as well, and then perhaps because I have, it's over the news already, like some presidents talking about longevity, or how many years humans are going to live. I think to up to 150. They can be strong. They can be stronger, faster. So yeah, it's already happening basically. Yeah. So yeah, has anybody out there from these 700 people? Has anyone uh, read this book? It's pretty interesting, though. I want to see if I can get through by tomorrow. That's my mission, because I have a lot of other things to do. As usual, I can't rest my brain. I have to keep myself busy to feel that I am doing things. Although it has been very hard since my return, because, if you do, let me know, because I don't. But yeah, good reading that one. I'm gonna put this video over the playlist of podcasts, books, and interviews and whatnot, because it's an interesting point of view. Apparently, the author, uh, it is well known. The science behind it also, it is it has its credibility. Chi An Kuei. And there you go. I'll 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 complete this video with the next vlog with more information of it. I just decided to record today because I had to put a video up, and because I mean, again, I didn't have to, but I want to try to continue going on with this to see what it gets. So yeah, that's it. I'll come back with by the end of it. So you know that my next vlog will be after I finish that. I think I can do in by the weekend, though. I think so. I'll do my best. Cool. See you around. Thanks for watching.